Dear students, today we will talk about unicellular and multicellular organisms. So first we will start with unicellular organisms. These organisms are made up of one cell. Example of such organisms are amoeba, chlamydomonas, bacteria, paramecium, and yeast. Yeast is a unicellular fungi. Now let's move to multicellular organisms. These organisms are made up of more than one cell. Actually, they are made up of many cells. So in their body, there are many cells, and these cells they form groups. So you will find groups of cells in multicellular organisms, and each group will perform one specific function. For example, this group will perform digestion. This group will form exchange of gases. Similarly, different groups they perform different functions. Now let's see what this phenomena is known as. This this phenomena is known as division of labor. Before we go into details of division of labor, we should know why different types of cells are present in multicellular organisms and what is the relationship between their shape, size, and the function they perform. Here you can see various cells from the human body. This figure 5.3 is taken from your NCERT book. Let's see, these are various cells from human body. This is smooth muscle cell, blood cell, nerve cell. Some portion is missing in my photograph here, but in your NCERT complete diagram is shown. Ovum, sperm, bone cell, fat cell. So these various cells of human body are shown in this diagram, and you can see that they are of different shape and sizes. So we will try to understand why in one organism cells of different shape and sizes are present. Shape and size of cells are related to the specific function they perform. What is the meaning of this line? Let's try to understand this with the example of fat cell. This round cell is fat cell, and the space that is present here, which is shaded with blue, this area will store fat. So the function of fat cell is storage of fat. You look at the shape of the fat cell, it is round and it is big in size. If we look at smooth muscle cell, it is spindle shaped, it is narrow, at the ends are pointed, tapering, and the middle portion is wider as compared to the ends. So such shape is known as spindle shape. If this was not smooth muscle cell, if the shape size of fat cell was like this, you just imagine how much fat it can store. Yes, it will be able to store very less fat. So now you understand that what is the relationship between the shape and size of the cell and the function it performs. The shape and size depends on the function performed by the cell. If the function of the cell is storage, then it should be large in size and it should be round. So this way you have understood the concept of relationship between shape and size of the cell and a specific function performed by the cell. Now we will discuss the concept of division of labor. We have taken one example here. Suppose you have to perform this task. This task is organizing annual day. In annual day, there are different events like dancing, singing, drama, arrangement of chairs, then distribution of refreshment, welcoming the parents, welcoming the chief guest, and other many other events also are there like decoration. Some people have to take care of the decoration of the school during annual day. Let's suppose that 50 students are participating in annual day. One method is that each student is involved in all these tasks. That means one student will do dancing, singing also, dancing also, drama also, help in arrangement of chairs also, and perform all the tasks. This way, you can imagine very well that it will be very difficult for us to organize the annual day. The correct method is that these students, they divide themselves in groups, and each group is responsible for one task. Like one group is responsible for dancing, the second group is responsible for singing, third group is responsible for drama, and so on. So if we divide our labor means the work that we have to do, if we divide the total work that we have to do, this concept is known as division of labor. And it helps us to do the task quickly, and the quality of work will also be good. It is a very efficient method. And same method is you will find the same thing happening in human body also. Let's see how division of labor is done in human body. Here, division of labor in multicellular organisms, for example, human beings. We know that human beings are multicellular organisms, and I have already told you the concept of groups of cells in multicellular organisms. So in our body also, different types of cells, they form groups. They form tissues and then they form organs. And each organ perform a specific function. Here you can see lungs, they are made up of a specific type of cells and they perform a specific function, that is exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen. Stomach is made up of different type of cells, and the function of stomach is digestion. Heart is made up of specific type of cells and it is involved in pumping of blood. You will never observe that stomach is involved in pumping of blood and heart is involved in digestion. This will never happen. It is not observed till now. It is observed that specific organ is involved in specific function. So this is division of labor observed in human body. Now the next important question is that do we observe division of labor in unicellular organisms also? Think about this question and we will discuss it in our next video. Thank you.